Welcome to the channel, where we dive deep into the machines that move us. Today, we're taking a close, hands-on look at the 2025 Chevy K20 Vintage Pickup, a modern reincarnation of an old-school classic that's been turning heads, sparking nostalgia, and surprisingly, delivering solid performance in today's tech-heavy truck market. Now, if you're already familiar with the original K20s from the late 60s through the 80s, you probably remember them for their rugged stance, no-nonsense design, and unshakable presence on the road. Chevy's 2025 vintage-inspired K20 brings that spirit back to life, but this time with 21st-century enhancements baked under the skin. The result is a vehicle that respects its heritage but isn't afraid to evolve. Starting with the exterior, the first thing you'll notice is the classic boxy silhouette, and thank God they didn't mess that up. The lines are sharp, muscular, and honest. The front end stays true to the old-school design with a bold chrome grille, round LED headlights that perfectly mimic sealed beam originals, and that unmistakable square front fascia. Chevy opted for modern lighting tech without disrupting the vintage look, so you get LED performance with a nostalgic face. The hood still has that slightly raised middle ridge, just like the old days, and the subtle badging is tastefully done. No over-branding here, just Chevrolet stamped across the tailgate like they used to, keeping it clean and proud. Moving to the side profile, the K20 rides tall with those period-correct, deep-dish steel wheels wrapped in 33-inch all-terrain tires. The wheel wells have squared-off arches that harken straight back to the 70s models, and the trim along the sides, optional, by the way, includes vintage-style pinstriping that gives it a beautifully restrained flair. It's a long bed, single cab by default, though Chevy is offering an extended cab variant for those who want a bit more practicality. The proportions are dead on. No weird overhangs, no bloated fenders. It just looks like what a truck should look like, tall, strong, and confident. Around the back, the nostalgia continues. Tailgate design is flat, metal, and straightforward. No light shows, no massive digital logos. Just a robust rear bumper, classic taillights with LED internals, and a step side option if you go for the custom trim. The rear window is a three-piece slider, just like the good old days, and Chevy even included that iconic tailgate chain latch sound effect, though now it's dampened with soft close tech. It's little touches like that which make this truck feel authentic without falling into gimmick territory. Now stepping inside, this is where things get interesting. The interior of the 2025 K20 perfectly walks the line between vintage styling and modern usability. You'll find bench seats upholstered in a durable leatherette that feels like vinyl but with modern comfort. The dash has an old-school layout with analog dials, but behind those dials is a fully digital cluster that replicates needle gauges so smoothly you'd think they were real. Even the radio looks vintage, but it hides a full infotainment system with wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. There's no massive screen dominating the center stack, just a tasteful 8-inch display tucked behind a faux radio bezel. The HVAC controls are sliders and dials. Yes, sliders. They feel incredibly tactile and bring back serious memories for anyone who's driven older trucks. Under the hood, things are far from old-fashioned. Chevy gives you two powertrain options. The base is a naturally aspirated 6.6-liter V8 pushing out 401 horsepower and 464 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission and sends power to all four wheels via a proper 2-speed transfer case. For those looking for something greener, there's also a hybrid option combining a turbocharged 2.7-liter four-cylinder with a 100-kilowatt electric motor. That version produces around 450 horsepower combined and offers better fuel economy without sacrificing torque. Whichever route you choose, the K20 is still a real truck. It can tow up to 10,000 pounds, has a payload capacity north of 2,000 pounds, and with its solid rear axle and leaf spring suspension, it feels planted and durable on rougher terrain. Off-road capability is legitimate, not just cosmetic, with locking diffs, skid plates, and an optional trail package that includes a 2-inch lift and upgraded shocks. As for pricing, Chevy has been surprisingly reasonable. The base model starts at just under $48,000, which, for what you're getting, feels fair in today's market. The hybrid comes in around $55,000, and a fully loaded, custom heritage edition with all the bells and whistles, leather upgrades, off-road kit, and vintage accents tops out around $62,000. That's still cheaper than a lot of full-size modern trucks, and you're getting something with a ton more personality and style. There's also limited run collector versions planned, with hand-numbered plaques and special two-tone paint jobs that are just stunning. Think desert tan with white roofs, or forest green with yellow trim, the kind of finishes that make people stop and look. So who is this truck for? It's not for everyone. If you want a city truck with massage seats, 15 cameras, and an app that parks for you, this isn't your ride. But if you're someone who values craftsmanship, nostalgic design, and a connection to a time when trucks were more about function and presence than touchscreen real estate, the 2025 Chevy K20 is absolutely worth considering. It's a tribute to the past that still feels relevant and capable in the present. Whether you're cruising down the highway or heading into the woods with a load of gear in the back, this truck delivers. That wraps up our deep dive on the 2025 Chevy K20 Vintage Pickup. Let us know what you think in the comments. Is this a truck you'd drive, or is Chevy leaning too far into nostalgia? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a review. Here on the channel, we keep it real, raw, and driven by passion. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.